So hello guys, today in this session we will see the application of wide area measurement system. So in the previous lecture we have seen that what is wide area measurement system, that it can use wide area measurement system uses PMUs and PDCs for its working, and we have seen that the various the architecture of wide area measurement system, that it consists of PMU sends signals to PDCs, and there is a delay of 30 to 100 milliseconds over there. Now this delay in PDCs can be utilized for backup protection in case of using this wide area measurement system. Now the idea of this protection becomes particularly attractive when the wide area measurements are used to achieve adaptability. So because of the delays in the gathering data at PDCs that we have seen in the previous lecture, that the delay is typically in order of 30 to 100 milliseconds. Now the adaptive protection functions which are based on wide area measurement systems must be relatively slower in acting. Now most of the backup and the system protection functions are of this type and are ideal for adaptability using wide area measurement system data. Now it should also be stated that as of now, these concepts are the proposals for research and development for practical implementation to follow in the future. Now the first application of this is adaptive dependability and security. So what happened in this case is, now during normal operation of the power system, a failure to quickly tripping of any of the relay when the fault occurs can lead to system unstable. Now it is therefore expected that the fault is clear in the primary clearing time without any failure. Fine. So this is required of high dependability in the protection during normal system of operation. So in the previous case or in the traditional case, the dependability on the working of relay is very much dependent. So this bias is appropriate when the power system is in normal state. Fine. Now the bias towards dependability invariably produces a reduction in the security of the protections. Whenever the system depends on something, it reduces the security of that particular system. Now however, when the power system is in a stressed state of false tripping, a consequence of reduced security is far more destructive to the power system, as it may lead to the cascading failure and a widespread of blackouts. So this wide area measurement system data could be used at control center and an assessment made of the state of power system. Now when the system is determined to be in a stressed state, it would be desirable to alter the system protection biased in favor of increased security with the possible reduction in dependability. So how it is achieved? Now this is the block diagram of how we can achieve this. Now from the offline data analysis of the power system, now the critical locations of protection system are determined so that a false tripping of the relay at those locations will increase the possibility of cascading failure, and adaptive supervision of the system is desirable. Now consider the complete complement protection of such location. Now there are three independent protection systems. Now these are the three independent protection system, and in order to achieve high dependability during normal system operating conditions, the output of these protection systems are arranged in OR logic configuration. This is the logic configuration, and initially and traditionally it was arranged in OR logic configuration. This means that operation by any one of those protection systems will lead to the tripping of circuit breaker. Fine. Of course, in secure operation of any one of the power system will lead to the start of cascading failure. Now consider the scenario at the control center where wide area measurement based estimation led to the conclusion that the power system is in critical state. So under these conditions, now the protection bias could be changed in favor of increased security while reducing the dependability. Now this is achieved by modifying the logic of critical protection system. Now before it was at OR logic, now it will change it to vote logic, so that at least two of the protection system must agree that the fault requires tripping of circuit breaker before the trip is issued. Now this is the best achieved when the protection system consists of computer relays and the logic is not realized by hard-wired relay system. Of course, this principle can be applied at more locations if they are determined to be critical. Also, out of these three protection may misoperate, leading to insecure operation. Two of them will misoperate, which will lead to insecure operation. However, by changing the logic to vote, the level of security now is considerably being increased than the previous case. Okay, so this is how wide area measurement system works. Now another application of wide area measurement system is monitoring approach of apparent impedance towards relay characteristics. Now that for this topic we have already discussed in case of power swings and its effect on distance relay. So in the case of various distance relay, it is possible to monitor the apparent impedance trajectory during system load changes or stability swings with PMU measurements. Now remember that the condition of concern are the balance condition, and the impedance relay would see the positive sequence impedance, which can be obtained by dividing the voltage to current at the relay location. Now during load changes or stability swings, it would be possible to compare the apparent trajectory in relation of relay characteristics, and depending on how close the apparent impedance comes to the relay characteristic, an alarm is communicated to the engineering office indicating that the relay setting may need to be reconsidered. So this alarm is not meant to take action in real time, but to create a message to engineering office that the relay settings may now need to be revised or changed. Now this function would identify the critical protection function which may be in danger for causing a cascading failure due to unexpected operation of the relay. So the next application of a wide area measurement system is out-of-step relaying. So what is out-of-step relaying? It is basically employed in the system where instability between two or more regions may lead to the loss of synchronization and separation into two or more islands. Now this is the system which consists of two or more regions. Now what will happen if there is a loss of synchronization? There may be led to the separation of these regions into isolated islands. Now what was the case? Now during transient stability, now let us consider transient stability swing. Most transmission line relays will see an apparent impedance trajectory in Rx plane. Now this is the Rx plane of the relay. Now for example, the distance relay at bus A of line AB. Now this is the line AB and this is the impedance relay at line A. Now this line AB, this is the Rx diagram, and this is the bus A for line AB, the relay at bus A. Okay, it will see the impedance trajectory in this form. Maybe it will be in the form of YY or maybe in the form of ZZ. Now during two different system swings of different severity. Now the first trajectory corresponds to, that is the YY, corresponds to a stable swing, while the second corresponds to unstable swing. Fine. Now in any case, this impedance trajectory may enters one of the trip zones of the relay as shown in the figure. Now the out-of-step relays must be able to distinguish between the movement of trajectory inside a zone of protection due to a fault from one caused by stability or caused by the stability oscillations. Now traditionally, how it can be identified? In case of fault, the trajectory is transferred very quickly, while stable oscillation creates a slow movement in Rx plane. Now in case of present scenario, the place where tripping is permitted and predetermined based upon the simulation performed during system planning studies. However, a more appropriate procedure would be determine both the nature of and in progress swing as well as desired location for the separation in real time. Now the first part of this problem determine whether a given transient swing which is in progress is one form which the system will or will not recover is a very difficult one, but can be expected to be solved by several of the techniques currently under investigation, such as parallel processing, use of transient energy function, etc. So this is the few applications of wide area measurement system. Okay, thank you.